Twilight, new moon. A full moon fills the sky, luminous, tinged with gold. Slowly, a shadow spreads across it.
These violent delights have violent ends.
Until the moon is enveloped in shadow, a new moon.
And in a triumph die, like fire and powder.
A tulip, now surrounded by the dark, lush greenery of the forest floor.
Which, as they kiss, consume.
Suddenly, a foot slams down next to the tulip, nearly crushing it. The running pair of feet belong to Edward Swan, desperately searching the woods.
Bella!
Ahead, he sees sunlight, a clearing.
Bella!
As Edward bursts into the sunlight, but Bella's not here. Instead, Edward sees across the meadow an old woman, white hair framing with her withered face.
Gramps?
Edward smiles and waves, as does Gramps.
Edward.
He spins to the voice behind him to see Bella emerge from the forest, her alabaster skin in sharp contrast to the shadows. She moves to the edge of the shade, inches from the sun's rays.
Stop! He'll see!
But Bella just smiles and steps into the sunlight. Sunbeams shatter off her skin like a thousand rainbow shards, as if she was made of diamonds. An awesome sight. They turn to Gramps, whose expression is calm too. Edward's about to present Bella, but then sees that Gramps mimics Edward's movements exactly. With growing horror, Edward reaches out to Gramps and touches glass. It's a mirror, mounted on a wall with wallpaper reflecting a surreal, dreamlike version of the forest behind Edward.
Oh my God.
As he realizes that's not Gramps, it's Edward, 65 years older. Edward spins to his perfect, internally 17-year-old Bella. She takes his now wrinkled, age-spotted hand, kisses it. Then she leans and whispers into his ear.
Happy birthday.
Interior, Edward's bedroom, morning. On Edward, his eyes snap open. He lies atop his bed. A book, Romeo and Juliet, lays open on his chest. His room is cluttered with pictures of Bella, of the Cullens. A knock on the door. Chief Charlene Swan enters carrying two gifts, one wrapped, one not.
Happy birthday, Eddie.
Mom, we agreed. No gifts.
At least mine's not wrapped.
She hands it to him. It's a digital camera.
Okay, this is actually kind of great. Thanks, Mom.
Goes with this one from your dad. We coordinated. Okay, well, he coordinated me.
Edward opens the wrapped gift to reveal a scrapbook.
To put your pictures in. Record your senior year. Man, senior year. How'd you get so old so fast?
Not that old.
I don't know. Is that a wrinkle?
Edward races to the mirror, searches his face.
I was kidding.
So not funny, Mom.
Exterior, Forks Highway day. An aerial view of the rainy world that is Forks. Edward's old truck lumbers down the two-lane highway.
It was just a dream, but also my worst nightmare.
Exterior, Forks High School parking lot day. Edward climbs out of his truck, shouldering his book bag.
Wherefore art thou, Edward?
She turns as Michelle, Erica, Andrew, and Jeremy approach.
You finished the Shakespeare assignment?
She means, will you finish his assignment?
No, I don't. Okay, yeah, I do.
I can help you with it, but first, I need a picture. My mom's expecting a scrapbook full of memories.
I take them. I don't pose for them.
You do today.
She pushes Andrew to the others. They arrange themselves.
You'll Photoshop my nose if it looks big, right?
Don't worry. I'm in the picture. No one will be looking at you guys.
Jeremy scoffs. Andrew points his camera at Edward, Michelle, and Erica joust. Edward aims. Click. When the camera lowers, their playfulness has dissipated as they see someone behind Edward. She turns to see Bella climbing out of the silver Volvo.
Oh, good. Colin's here.
Yay.
The friends, uncomfortable, move off.
Check you later.
But Edward is transfixed by Bella, who approaches, eyes never leaving his.
Happy birthday.
His face falls.
Don't remind me.
Your birthday is definitely a day to celebrate.
Not for me.
18 is a little early to be worrying about your age.
It's 1 year older than you.
Edward, I'm 90.
True. Maybe I should be creeped out that I'm dating such an old lady.
Yeah, it's the age that's creeping, not the fact that you're dating a vampire.
Then she kisses him, tenderly, adoringly. Bella nods towards the school building.
Class.
Right. Class.
Catching their breath, they start toward the school, but Bella stops, hearing something in her mind, irritated.
Someone wants you.
Edward!
Jackie Black, 16, jogs up, carrying a used car part, long black ponytail wagging. She nods to Bella, who moves off to the side but eyes them.
God, Jackie, what are they feeding you on that res? Steroids? You're huge.
Wouldn't seem so drastic if you came around more.
I will, soon. But isn't your school like 10 miles away?
Just here buying this for the rabbit. I'm almost done with the rebuild. You gotta come take a ride when it's done. Oh, and happy birthday. Your mom told me, so.
She pulls from her coat a small woven dream catcher, feathers dangling from it.
I saw it the other day and thought of you. It catches bad dreams.
This I need. It's great.
The bell's about to ring.
The bell rings.
Ooh, look at you, all psychic.
I don't have that particular gift, but I can read a watch. I'm clever that way.
They share a tight smile. Edward intercedes, squeezing Jackie's arm.
Bye, Jackie. Thank you.
Bella guides him away as they walk off.
How come Jackie Black gets to give you a gift and I don't?
She's just a friend.
Friends don't spend 2 weeks looking for the perfect dream catcher.
Stop reading her mind so much if it bothers you.
A little hard to tune out.
He just laughs, but Bella looks back at Jackie with resentment. Jackie holds her gaze. Interior Forks High School corridor day. Bella and Edward enter the double doors. Suddenly a small wrapped gift appears in Edward's face. Alex presents it.
Happy
Alex whispers in his ear as he hugs Edward.
birthday.
Over Alex's shoulder, Edward sees Jasmine. Keeping her distance, she tries to hide a present.
Alex, didn't I say no gifts?
You did, I didn't. I've already seen you open it, and guess what? You love it.
You had a vision about my birthday.
And about the green suit you'll be wearing to your party tonight. Great color on you.
My party?
Please, it'll be fun.
I guess I can deal.
Great! See you at 7.
Alex hugs him again and races off before he can change his mind, which is when Edward realizes.
Wait, Jasmine, no fair with the mood control.
She offers an apologetic bow before Alex drags her away.
Vampires. You can't trust them.
Interior Forks High School English class day. Romeo and Juliet is playing on the TV at the front of the class. The room is dark as we pan over the class. Some students entertained, some moved. The teacher, Mrs. Birdie, mouths every word. Bella and Edward are in the back of the room, desks pushed together, whisper talking.
I hate being celebrated.
Come on. The last real birthday any of us had was Emma's. I think Bing Crosby was on the top of the charts. You'll be helping us feel normal for a night.
Edward sits back, knowing he's trapped. She kisses his hand.
There are worse tragedies than a birthday. Look at Juliet. She's responsible for her husband's death. Who could live with that? Though I do envy her one thing.
Juliet's all right, if you like that obviously beautiful sort of thing.
Not the girl, the suicide. Nearly impossible for my kind. But humans, a little poison, dagger to the heart. There are so many options.
Why would you even think about that?
I considered it once when Jane had you trapped. I didn't know if I'd find you in time. If I'd gotten you killed.
It wouldn't have been your fault.
Either way, I had a plan.
What plan?
There are ways for us, at least one way. I would have gone to Italy, provoked the Volturi.
The who?
Is there something you'd like to share with the class, Bella?
Certainly not, but I apologize for being a distraction. Perhaps you should rewind to Act 5, Scene 1, line 2889. If you had the strength of 20 men, it would dispatch you straight.
Mrs. Birdie just looks at her, then moves off, intimidated.
Eyes on the screen, people.
Exterior Cullen House night. Lights glow from inside the beautiful house.
The Volturi are a very old, very powerful family.
Interior Cullen House, Belinda's room, night. On an 18th century oil painting depicting Grecian figures in swirling robes writhing among pillars and balconies. In a high balcony, 4 calm figures look down upon a bacchanal. 2 black-haired, 1 snowy white, 1 golden-haired.
The closest thing my world has to royalty.
Bella and Edward, now wearing a green suit, study the painting.
Francesco Solimena painted this. He often depicted the Volturi as gods.
Edward examines the golden-haired god.
Is that Belinda?
Yeah, she lived with them for a few decades. She describes them as very refined for killers.
Their features begin to fill in, become real. They come to life in the painting. We follow them into interior, a circular white marble hall, day. The room is empty, but for 3 large wooden chairs and a half-dozen vampires in elegant 18th century attire.
The Volturi are also what you might call enforcers.
Of what?
The only rule they have, to keep secret the existence of our kind.
2 of the Volturi, Meredith and Gaia, take their seats. Belinda stands beside them. Aro moves to the center of the room where we reveal a rogue vampire is on her knees. Aro puts her hands on either side of the rogue's face.
We don't make spectacle of ourselves or kill conspicuously unless we want to die.
Aro then slowly, dispassionately, rips the rogue's head off. Aro calmly sits as others tear the rogue limb from limb. Belinda has to look away. Interior, Cullen House, Belinda's room, night.
Don't even talk about that. You can't let anyone hurt you, the Volturi or anyone else.
Who else would hurt me?
You said there were more dangerous things out there than you, and I know you have at least one enemy. You said he'd come after you for killing his maid.
Victor? Yeah, someday. But Alex will see him coming, and he won't win.
I hate that I can't protect you.
She laughs, amused.
That was me being serious.
I know, but you do protect me from boredom and loneliness. You give me a reason to stay undead. But it's my job to protect you.
But she stops, smiles, hearing something in her mind.
From everyone but my brother.
As the door bursts open and Alex dances in.
It's time, it's time, it's time, it's time.
Interior, Cullen House, 2nd floor landing, night. Alex tugs Edward and Bella to the top of the landing, then skips down the stairs to the living room. Hundreds of pink candles and rose-filled crystal bowls. Rogelio, Eric, Emma, Belinda, Jasmine, and Alex look up at him.
Sorry about all this. We tried to rein Alex in.
Like that's even possible. Happy birthday, Edward.
Flash! Alex has snapped a picture of Edward with them.
Found it in your bag. Mind?
Emma moves to Bella's side, nudges her.
Dating an older man. Hot.
Bella elbows her sharply to shut up.
What?
Rogelio steps up, shoves a silver package at Edward.
It's a necklace. Alex picked it out.
He walks away, bored. Edward has to smile.
Show me the love.
Bella pulls Edward into an embrace. They look deeply into one another's eyes. Flash.
For your scrapbook. Now, open your presents.
Alex drags Edward over to a table piled with elaborately wrapped gifts, a huge cake, and a tall stack of china plates.
Alex, I'm the only one who even eats cake. That thing could feed 50.
Hope you're hungry. Here, this one's from Emma.
The others crowd around, except for Jasmine. Edward opens the gift to find an empty car radio box.
Thanks.
Already installed it in your truck.
Oh, finally, a decent sound system in that piece of...
No hating on the truck. Thank you, Emma.
Open mine.
Alex hands him a box. Edward starts to open it, but...
Ouch. Paper cut.
On Edward's finger, a single drop of deep red blood appears. Edward then hears a disturbing, grisly snarl and looks up just as Jasmine lunges towards him, teeth bared, eyes beyond reason. Bella flings Edward behind her, causing him to crash into the table, plates shattering as Jasmine slams into Bella. Belinda tackled Jasmine from the side, dragging her to the ground. Alex helps hold her down.
Jazz, shh.
Edward, lying amid the shards of broken china, looks at his arm. Seeing now, It's been slashed by plate shards. Bright red blood pulses out of him, pooling. He looks up. Belinda jumps to Edward's side. Belinda stands between him and the others.
Emma, get Jasmine out of here. Emma!
Emma reins herself in. Elbows Rogelio. They drag the snarling Jasmine out. Alex looks at Edward, apologetic.
I'm sorry, I can't.
He slips out the door.
I'll have to stitch this up.
I'll carry him to the kitchen.
I'll take care of him, Bella. Check on Jasmine. Go.
As Belinda takes him into the kitchen, Edward sees Bella's agonized face. She turns away, unable to meet his eyes. Interior, Cullen House kitchen night. Edward sits in a chair opposite Belinda, who mops up his blood as she removes glass shards from his arm.
I sure can kill a party.
It's not your fault. Jasmine hasn't been away from human blood as long as the rest of us.
Seems like you're the only one it doesn't affect.
Centuries of practice.
Did you ever think of living differently?
I enjoy my work too much. Helping people, saving lives. I'm hoping there's a point to my existence, even if I am damned.
Damned? You're not damned.
Then Hugh and I agree, but Bella doesn't believe there's an afterlife for our kind. She thinks we've lost our souls.
That's why she won't. She thinks she'd be damning me.
If you believed as she did, would you risk it?
Interior, Edward's truck night. Bella drives in silence. Edward studies her. Finally,
Say something.
What do you want me to say?
That I'm a klutz, that I should have been more careful.
Got a paper cut. Normal people get paper cuts. And a normal girlfriend wouldn't have flung you into a stack of plates. A normal girlfriend wouldn't have had to fight the urge to kill you.
Stop. I don't want normal. I want you.
exterior, Edward's house. Interior, Edward's truck continuous. Night. The truck stops. Beat.
You can't protect me from everything. Something's going to separate us. Accident, illness, old age. As long as I'm human.
That's your solution? My ending your life?
You're giving me forever.
He reaches for her hand.
Belinda told me how you feel about my soul, but I don't believe that.
She suddenly moves her hand away from his.
You should go in. It's late.
I'll leave my window open for you.
I won't be coming back. Not tonight.
Then, can I ask for one thing? It's still my birthday. Kiss me?
She lifts her face to his and kisses him. Abruptly, she pulls away. With a last look, she turns and walks off into the night. Interior, Edward's bedroom night. A printer spits out a photo. It's the pic Alex took of Edward and Bella's embrace. Edward, troubled, puts it in her scrapbook, his bandaged finger running over it. Interior, high school, English class day. Romeo and Juliet lessons are on the board. Everyone's scribbling essays. Edward glances at Bella's desk, empty. Interior, high school, cafeteria day. Edward sits with her friends. They joke, throw things. Edward's distracted, looking out for Bella. Interior, Edward's bedroom day. Bella studies Edward's photos on the wall, her expressions grim. She looks down at Edward's scrapbook to see the photo of her and Edward. Exterior, Edward's house day. Edward climbs out of his truck, heads toward the house, but stops, relief washing over him.
Bella, you're here.
She stands by the house.
Walk with me.
Bella gently takes his hand. Dread fills him, but he lets her guide him towards the woods. Exterior, woods day.
We need to leave Forks.
What? Why?
It's time. Belinda's supposed to be 10 years older than she looks. People will start noticing.
But when?
Now.
I'll have to think of something to tell Charlene, but I can be ready.
Not you, us.
What? No. Bella, what happened with Jasmine? That was nothing.
Nothing compared to what could happen. You don't belong in my world.
I belong with you.
You don't.
I'm coming.
I don't want you to come.
You don't want me.
No.
He steps back, trying to understand this.
I'd like to ask one favor, though.
Anything.
Don't do anything stupid or reckless. Do you understand? For Charlene's sake. Just Take care of yourself.
Yes, I will.
Don't worry, you're human. Time heals all wounds for your kind, particularly if you're not reminded.
No, don't do this, please.
She sees he won't let go easily.
Try to understand. Every second with you is about restraint. You're too fragile. I'm tired of pretending to be something I'm not, reining myself in so I can be with a human.
Then take my soul. I don't care. I don't want it without you.
You're not good for me, Edward.
Edward looks at her hard face, her resolve.
I've let it go on too long. I'm sorry.
Tears sting Edward's eyes.
I promise it will be like I never existed. Goodbye, Edward.
By the time he opens his eyes, she's gone.
Wait.
He sees a leaf flittering to the ground where she grazed a branch.
Bella!
Edward runs through the woods, searching, reminiscent of the opening dream. It gets darker and darker until we're deep into the night. Edward trips, falls to the damp forest floor. He looks up, the trees spinning around him. Hours pass. He remains on the ground, curls into a ball, the faint sound of his name being called in the distance. A search party. He's too wrecked to respond. He hears an animal snuffling. It gets closer. It sounds large, scary. Then he hears a whisper.
Move, Edward.
He lifts his head, looks for Bella, but sees something else instead. A dark shape, huge, black, nearing it, its eyes reflecting light for a split second. They're inhuman, savage. Edward, terrified, drags himself to a cluster of trees. He squeezes between them. He closes his eyes, trying to disappear. Interior woods, later. Edward's eyes open to find himself floating several feet above the ground. Trees pass by. He's being carried. Exterior, Edward's house, night. Half of the town is gathered, a tired rescue party that includes Michelle Newton and Jackie Black. Charlene, beside herself with worry, pores over a map with Billy Black in wheelchair and Harriet Clearwater, 46, dark braids, stout, protruding belly, kind face.
I'll call the Collins again. Note said that she and Bella went for a walk.
They left town, Charlene.
Hospital said Doc Cullen got a big job somewhere else.
Harriet puts a reassuring hand on Charlene's shoulder.
For Charlene.
Charlene.
Charlene spins to where Jackie points. Samantha Uli, 20, emerges, a tall, strong Quillette with cropped hair and a fierce expression. She's carrying Edward.
Sam Uli. She found him.
Charlene bolts to her. She never moved faster in her life.
Thank you, Sam. Thank God.
Charlene carries Edward to the house, cradling him. Jackie is jogging alongside Charlene, peering at Edward with worry.
What were you thinking, baby? Why were you out there?
She's gone.
Interior, Edward's bedroom, night. Overhead shot of the bed. Charlene lays Edward down and wraps him in blankets. A series of dissolves on Edward. He's curled in a fetal position in the middle of the bed, then at its foot, under the blankets, in various different arrangements. Exterior, Edward's house, day, a month later. Edward sits in a rocking chair by the window, his face blank. Empty, we see time lapsing outside. October, costume kids appear in the yard, trick-or-treating, dissolves into November, neighbors bringing Charlene a turkey. They glance up at Edward's window with concern. December, Charlene drags a Christmas tree toward the house. Worry has taken its toll on her, but Edward remains unchanged.
Dear Dad, I'm lost.
On the now blank walls of her room, there are no traces of Bella.
Bella took everything with her, including my life. She promised it would be like she never existed.
In the open scrapbook, the photo of Edward and Bella's embrace at the birthday party, gone.
But I need to know she did.
Interior, Edward's house, living room, day. Edward sits on the couch, blank as the rain pounds. Charlene watches him, concerned.
It's like a huge hole has been punched through my chest.
Interior, Edward's bedroom, night. In the darkness, Edward is curled up in a ball on his floor.
The pain is my only reminder that she was real.
Interior,
they
Forks
all
High
were.
School, cafeteria, day. Lunch, Edward sits alone. Staring straight ahead, his friends watch him with concern.
I miss them, especially Alex.
Exterior, Tanya's Alaska home day. A one-story contemporary home surrounded by snowy, barren land and woods. Through a large picture window, we see Alex and Belinda arguing inside.
But I'm sure it's better for them not having me around.
Interior, Tanya's Alaskan home, continuous day. Alex faces off with Belinda as the others watch on. Jasmine isolates herself in a corner.
No, we promised Bella.
He won't do well without us. I get flashes of him, but they're unclear.
Forget him. Let's drag Bella home.
She'll come back when she's ready, after Edward moves on.
Yes, when he's living his life safe from danger.
You mean safe from us?
Alex wraps an arm around Jasmine soothingly.
And when will that be?
Can you see her, Alex?
They all turn to Alex, a beat. He closes his eyes, trying to get a look on Bella.
The only decision she's made
Exterior, South America, Andes, Alex's vision, day. On a mountain's peak, we find Bella, standing still, face agonized.
is to be alone.
And suddenly she starts running. She races towards a cliff. Bella leaps off the cliff, floating, but the pain stays with her. Bella's feet hit the ground hard.
Time passes. Every tick that goes by aches.
Interior, Edward's bedroom, night. Edward types.
Like the pulse of blood behind a bruise.
Edward stops. A beat. He stares at his own words. Then he hits select all and delete. He then types, "Hi, Dad. Things are great. Grades are up. Hanging with friends. Stop worrying. I'm fine." Edward presses send, and the cheery email disappears. Edward rises, returns to his rocking chair, staring out desolately. Outside, someone's watching him, pacing menacingly, hungrily. Exterior, Edward's house, day. Edward exits to find Charlene out by the street, stuffing trash into the bins. She talks with a neighbor who attends to her own trash, 2 old beat-up motorcycles.
It's about time you got rid of those, Barb. Seen one too many bikers smeared on the highway.
I'll save the lecture, Chief. Soon as the garbage truck hauls them off, you and my husband can rest easy. Oh, hey, what's the word on that bear problem? Folks are saying they're huge.
Yeah, that's just talk.
Charlene watches Edward walk to his truck, head down.
How you doing there, Edward?
Edward, in his own world, doesn't respond. Edward opens his truck door. Suddenly, it gets slammed shut again by Charlene.
That's it.
That's what?
You're going to Jacksonville to live with your father.
What? Why?
I don't know what to do anymore. You don't act like someone left you. You act like someone died.
I'm not leaving Forks.
Eddie, the bitch is not coming back.
He nods. He knows this all too well.
It's not normal, this behavior. And frankly, it's scaring the hell out of me and your father. Go to Jacksonville, baby. Make some new friends.
Like my old friends.
You never even see them anymore.
I do too. In fact, Jeremy and I are going to Fort Angeles tomorrow, shopping.
You hate shopping.
That's how good a friend I am.
All right. Shopping.
Interior, Edward's truck, day. Edward drives, talking on his cell, hands-free, of course.
Yes, Edward Swan. Hey, any chance you feel like shopping tomorrow?
Exterior, Port Angeles movie theater, night. Edward and Jeremy exit the theater. A marquee behind them bears the title of a zombie film.
I don't get why there are so many zombie movies.
It's like a metaphor for crass consumerism or something.
Edward glances at him.
Not that you'd know anything about consuming. You didn't buy anything today.
I bought something.
Socks don't count. Of course, I was surprised you even called.
I've been kind of out of it.
Kind of. I mean, At first I was worried, but then I'm like, okay, he's still bumming. It's not like I wasn't going through things too. Like Michelle deciding she wanted to just be friends. I mean, that was really hard. And
How about a ride, guys?
As Edward looks across the street, time suddenly slows. At a dive bar, 4 rough-looking women loiter out front next to their motorcycles. Then suddenly, a pair of lips lean next to his ear.
Move, Edward.
He turns to find Bella standing next to him, but she's an illusion, an apparition. Jeremy steps right into her, dissolving her into nothingness, and time abruptly speeds up again.
come on,
I know them, I think.
can we just go?
Jeremy pulls at his arm, but Edward shakes him off.
I want to see something.
Much to Jeremy's frustration, Edward begins to cross the street towards the women.
All right, we got to take her.
The apparition of Bella reappears in her path this time. She stops.
Turn around, Edward. This is dangerous.
But when he steps backward, she fades. Testing his hallucination, he strides forward again. Bella's apparition reappears, strides alongside him.
Stop now.
He's almost smiling as he reaches the bikers and stops, realizing he doesn't know them after all.
You're not them.
And with that, Bella disappears.
We'll be whoever you want, honey.
Biker number 2 pulls up right next to her on her motorcycle.
You ready for a thrill ride?
Biker number 2 extends her hand to help him onto the bike.
Walk away. Go.
Bella's apparition appears on the other side of the bike. Edward looks at her with determination, then climbs onto the back of the bike.
I can break promises too.
Okay.
Edward!
The bike lurches forward, going way too fast. He realizes this might have been a mistake.
Wait,
Girl number 2 doesn't hear him, guns the engine, going faster. Bella stands in the road directly in their path.
stop, stop, stop!
The bike abruptly pulls up short.
Hey, I didn't force nothing on you.
Edward scrambles off, stumbling in the process. Bella is gone. The 4 bikers then rev up their bikes and peel out. Edward watches them go as Jeremy storms up.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I saw something.
You are insane or suicidal.
The more dangerous, the more real it was.
So what, you're like an adrenaline junkie now? Go hang gliding or bungee jumping. Don't be a complete freak.
She wasn't real. I knew that. I didn't care. I needed to see her. If danger's what it took, then that's what I'd find.
Exterior, Jackie Black's house, day. Edward pulls up in his truck, a tarp covering something big in the back. Jackie comes out of the house with a huge grin.
Word.
Edward hops out. Jackie gives him a hug.
About time you came by.
I brought you something.
Edward pulls the tarp back, revealing his neighbor's 2 dilapidated rusting motorcycles.
Scrap metal. You shouldn't have.
I rescued them from the dump. It cost more than they're worth to fix, unless one had a mechanic type friend.
Oh, me being the mechanic type friend? Since when are you into motorcycles?
Recently,
Well, the parts alone will be pricey.
I have a college fund I can dig into.
Oh, Charlene's gonna love that.
Charlene won't know.
Wow. Lying to mom, blowing through college money, repairing dangerous machines that I'm guessing you'll want to ride?
I really get it if you think this is stupid and reckless.
Oh, it's totally stupid and reckless. So when do we start?
Edward's face spreads into something we haven't seen in a while, a wide smile. But someone's watching as the 2 of them wheel the bikes into the garage. Exterior, edge of the woods, Sam Uli. Next to Sam stands 2 others, Jaden, 17, and Paula, 18. All 3 have cropped hair, sleeveless shirts, cutoffs. It's unsettling how they watch Edward and Jackie, the ferocity in their eyes, the danger. Exterior, forest day. 2 hikers, Nat and Tina, 20s, tromp through the shadowy, mist-laden woods.
We're going the wrong way.
Who cares? Enjoy the scenery.
And the West Nile virus.
Tina hears a rustle, stops.
Do you hear that?
If I knew you were such a wuss, I'd have brought my grandpa.
Well, it could be one of those giant bears.
There are no giant.
Rustle. Nat stops. Then, from the opposite direction, another rustle. Then another and another from behind. It's either more than one creature or it's moving with extraordinary speed.
What the hell is that?
I don't know.
The girls face away from each other, searching the trees.
Do you think it's gone?
No answer. She turns to find out that Nat has vanished.
Nat? Nat!
Nothing. Then the rustling starts again. Tina bolts, tearing through the woods. Something gives chase. Tina runs harder. Exterior highway continuous. Tina bursts through the tree line. She's almost to the pavement. She's going to escape. Bam! Something yanks her out from the frame and in a natural angle. Her scream is abruptly choked off, leaving nothing but a disturbing silence. Interior Jackie's garage, another day. Motorcycle parts are spread out on blankets. Jackie moves among them excitedly, piecing them together.
If we're going to be working on this every day, we should probably include some homework. Don't want the moms to think I'm a bad influence on you.
You influence me? Please.
I am older than you.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
And I convinced you to secretly build us two-wheel death machines.
God, you're right. You're like Satan.
Yo, Jackie, you in there?
Edward abruptly sits up.
Oh, it's cool. It's just my girls.
Quill, Atira, and Emily Call enter, both 16. Quill is short, stocky, and feisty, with short hair. Emily is tall, thin, laid back, with chin-length black hair.
Hey, Jackie.
Hey, this is Edward. Edward, that's Quill and Emily.
So the bike building story was true.
Taught her everything she knows.
Oh. What about the part where you're her boyfriend?
Oh, we're just friends.
Boo, burn.
I said he's a boy and a friend. Okay.
Emily, do you remember her making that distinction?
No.
So I guess you guys have boyfriends?
Right. Quill took her cousin to prom.
Oh, yeah, that's still a riot. You want funny, Black? I'll give you funny.
Quill makes a run at her. She dodges. A playful scuffle ensues. Emily, amused, saunters over to Edward.
I got $5 on Quill.
You're on.
Interior Jackie's garage over the course of several days. The bikes begin to take shape. The parts on the blanket thin out.
I never forget my reason for doing what I was doing.
Jackie clowns for Edward's amusement, pretends to skewer himself with a pipe. He laughs.
But being with Jackie was a bigger perk than I expected.
We can see his spirits beginning to lift. Exterior Jackie's garage night. Edward and Jackie exit, make their way across the yard to his truck. Edward seems lighter, happier than before.
Quill keeps asking to come over. I think she likes you a little too much.
Tell her I'm not into that cougar thing.
What is it with you and age? I mean, that Cullen girl was young. Didn't seem to bother you.
Exterior woods, night, a nightmare. Edward tears through the forest, searching desperately. Then he turns, finds Bella a few yards away, her face cold. He steps towards her, but she bolts backwards, suddenly 20 yards away.
Not even Jackie could keep away the nightmares. The terror, the loneliness.
She disappears, leaving Edward utterly alone. Interior Edward's bedroom night. Edward screams in his sleep. The light turns on and Charlene hurries to his side, gently shaking him awake. His eyes open, tears streaming down his cheeks. She pulls the dream catcher from the bedpost.
This thing's not working very well.
It's not as bad as it was.
Yeah, right. I know what it's like, you know. When your dad left me, I had a hell of a time. I imagine doing all kinds of crazy things just to stop the pain.
He avoids her look.
But hanging out with Jackie seems to help get your mind off things.
She's been keeping me afloat.
That's good. She's a good gal.
Interior, Edward's truck day. Edward drives along the La Push cliffs. Jackie rides shotgun.
We got lucky at the dump. You know how much a new crankshaft goes for?
Sure. I spend all my free time on crankshaft.com.
I think that's a porn site. These bikes are going to be rolling soon. Oh, where should we ride first?
Someplace sunny.
Like there's any place sunny around here.
I know a place above the cloud line.
Oh, where is it?
Actually, it's too hard to get to.
So we'll find our sunny spot, right?
He smiles, grateful. Then he looks out the window at the cliffs and notices 4 women on the rocky ledge. They push each other, roughhousing.
Isn't that Sam Uli?
And her cult.
Suddenly, 2 of them throw a struggling Jaden over the cliff. Edward slams on the brakes, jumps out of the truck.
Oh my God, stop them!
Edward runs toward them.
Oh, they're not really fighting, Edward. They're cliff diving.
What, on purpose?
Scary as hell, but a total rush.
Paula takes a running start and flings herself into the air. Twisting and cartwheeling down, Edward is intrigued, sees the potential for adrenaline for Bella.
Most of us jump from lower down.
Think I could?
Man, first motorcycles, now cliff diving?
You said it was a rush.
Maybe on a warmer day, and not from the top. We'll leave the showing off to Sam and her disciples.
You don't like them.
They think they run this place, like acting all badass, calling themselves protectors.
What are they protecting?
The tribe, the land, their right to be jerks. Emily used to call them hall monitors on steroids. Now look at her.
Edward looks closer, sees the 4th girl as Emily, hair now shorn, thin frame filled out.
That's Emily? I didn't recognize her. What happened to her?
She missed some school, then out of nowhere, she's following Sam around. Same thing happened with Paula and Jaden. They weren't even friends, and now like Sam owns them. Sam keeps giving me this look like she's waiting for me or something. Like it's kind of freaking me out.
Maybe you should just avoid them.
I try, but...
He sees she's unnerved, instinctively hugs her reassuringly.
Hey, if it gets worse, we'll go to my mom. Or you can come stay with us.
Thanks. Hey, I mean, if this is how you're going to react, I mean, I'm going to freak out more often.
Edward realizes he crossed a line and covers, playfully shoving her. As they head to the truck, Edward looks back. Interior high school, cafeteria day. Edward carries his tray to an empty table, but looks over at his old friends. Edward takes a breath and casually joins them.
Kill Tyler. She gave me her flu.
It's going around. My sister was so sick she couldn't come on our hike this weekend, so she didn't see it.
Andy, maybe you should just keep that to yourself.
We saw something, Erica.
I believe you, baby.
No, she doesn't. She's just trying to get lucky.
Oh, is that an option?
It was jet black and huge on all 4s. It was still taller than a person. A bear, maybe.
Or Bigfoot.
Or an alien. Lucky didn't get probed.
We saw it.
You're not the only one.
Everyone stares. Did Edward just speak?
My mom's been getting reports at the sheriff's station. A couple of hikers went missing. People are scared.
I did hear some guy talking about it at the store.
Last time you clowns doubt my boyfriend.
As they continue, Andrew mouths thanks to Edward. They share a smile and join in, Edward becoming part of the group. Exterior, La Push clearing in the forest, continuous day.
You look scared.
I'm not.
The bike is aimed down a dirt road. Jackie runs through the instructions.
Brake. Clutch. Right. Gas. You ready?
Edward nods. Jackie grins. Then kick-starts the bike.
Slowly release the clutch.
He does. The bike moves forward an inch.
Stop.
Edward turns to find the apparition of Bella standing next to him. His hand slips off the clutch. The bike bucks and falls on top of him. Jackie quickly lifts it off of him as the apparition of Bella disappears.
You okay? Bruises, breaks.
I'm going again.
I'm not sure that's a good idea.
Edward quickly rises and hops back on.
Okay, guess we're going again. Now what are you going to do with the clutch?
Release it. Slowly.
Jackie nods, then kickstarts the bike again. He releases the clutch and moves forward. Bella reappears at her side, glowering. He keeps on going, a little faster. Bella appears on her left now. He passes her. She reappears ahead. He passes. He gathers speed. Then he realizes Bella standing at the curve in the road and realizes...
How do I turn?
Oh, bank it! Bank, hit the brakes!
Jackie races toward him. He reaches the turn, doesn't bank, and flies right into the wall of trees. As he lies on the ground dazed, Jackie hurries up.
What, are you trading for the X Games?
He looks around for Bella. She's gone.
I want to go again.
Oh, forget it. I'm revoking your motorcycle privileges. Man, look at your head.
Indeed, blood drips down his forehead. She pulls off her shirt to mop it up.
God, I'm sorry.
You're apologizing for bleeding?
It doesn't bother you?
It's just blood, Edward.
She bends over him, carefully tending his head. He finds himself looking at her.
What are you staring at?
Just, you're actually good looking.
How hard did you hit your head?
Oh, yeah.
She offers him a hand, helps him up. He holds on to it, alarmed.
Jackie, you're hot.
Ooh, upgraded from good looking?
No, temperature hot. You're burning up.
I feel fine.
She takes his hand away from her forehead, holds it. He tries to pull away.
What? I can't hold your hand?
It just means something else to you than it does to me.
One, that's my problem. But two, we have fun. You think I'm hot.
Good looking.
I know you like me.
More than anyone, but that's all.
Because of Coleman?
The name stings him. She takes both his hands now.
Look, I know what she did to you. I can see it in your face every time her name comes up. But you need to know I would never, ever do that to you. I promise I will never hurt you. You can count on me.
I already do. You don't know how much. You're my best friend, but I don't think my feelings will change.
She takes this in. It's hard.
I'm sorry. I should have said something right from the start.
No, it's not. I just feel weird.
I told you, you have a fever. Probably that flu that everyone has.
It doesn't feel like the flu. I don't know what it is.
Interior Edward's house, living room, another day. Edward does homework. Charlene watches a game. We hear a voicemail beep.
Hey, Jackie. Just checking to see how you're doing and to say I'm sorry about, how I feel and hope the flu passes fast. Call me.
Exterior Forks High School parking lot, another day. Edward climbs out of his truck, sees the empty spot where Bella used to park, sees Erica and Andrew canoodling, couples everywhere. He puts his head down and hurries to another class. Another voicemail beep.
Hi, Jackie. Your mom said you have mono. She won't let me visit, but would you call me?
Interior Edward's bedroom night. Edward passes his room, not wanting to sleep or dream. He eyes the phone, waiting for it to ring. Beep!
Me again. I just need to hear your voice.
Interior Edward's house, kitchen, day. Edward's on the phone, leaving yet another message. In the living room, Charlene and Harriet check their fishing gear.
Jackie, please, call me.
He hangs up, leans his forehead against the phone. Charlene enters.
All right, Harriet and I will be back by 3. It's mono, bud.
She's too sick to even call.
You just gotta wait it out. I don't have to go fishing.
No, go. I'll call Jer or something.
Good, but Stay here or at Jer's. No hikes or anything. We're issuing a warning about those bears.
Exterior, the woods day. Edward tries to navigate his way to the meadow from his dream. He refers to a map, a compass.
I was more afraid of the hole in my chest than I was bears. Without Jackie, I needed Bella more than ever.
Edward tries a trail. It doesn't look familiar. Tries another.
I needed to know she existed. There was only one place I might find her, or the feeling of her.
Flashback, the meadow. Bella and Edward lie in the grass surrounded by flowers, sunlight dappling them. They look lovingly into another's eyes. Back to now. Finally, he sees the clearing ahead, hurries to it. Exterior, the meadow, continuous day. Edward steps into the cold clearing, hopeful, but his face falls. The meadow is cold, gloomy, cloudy, and no Bella. Edward sinks to his knees, but then he hears a rustling noise. He turns toward it, peers into the wood. Another rustling noise comes from another part of the woods. He spins towards it, nothing. Then he turns and finds the vampire Laura from the first movie, standing just 10 yards away, dreadlocks, chiseled face. Edward can't believe it.
Laura!
Edward.
He
Laura!
beams. Glad she's real.
I must admit, I didn't expect to find you here.
I live here. But I thought you were in Alaska with Belinda's friend.
Tanya, I was. It was kind of her to arrange, given my association with James and Victor, the enemy.
You tried to help us.
Laura begins to stroll in a slow arc around her.
I went to visit the Cullens, but their house is empty. I'm surprised they left you behind. Weren't you sort of a pet of theirs?
Edward's smile falters, fear beginning to dawn on him.
Something like that.
Do the Cullens visit often?
Suddenly, Bella's apparition appears.
Lie.
Absolutely. All the time.
Lie better.
I'll tell them you stopped by.
Edward tries to look relaxed.
Will they be able to reach you in Alaska?
I don't think so. Tanya's vegetarian family was pleasant enough, but the dietary restrictions were difficult, living on nothing but animals.
He sees now her eyes, dark blood red.
Tell me, Edward, do you ever feel compelled to cheat?
Edward involuntarily takes a step away from her.
But that's not why I left. I came back here as a favor to Victor.
You're still friends.
More or less. He asked me to get the lay of the land with the Cullens because, well, I'm afraid Victor is quite put out with you.
That's too bad.
Yes, he feels it's only fair to kill Bella's mate, given she killed his. Eye for an eye, mate for a mate.
Bella appears.
Threaten her.
Bella will know who did it. She'll come after both of you.
I don't think she will. After all, how much could you mean to her if she left you here unprotected? Victor sent me here for information. He won't be happy about my killing you.
No, Laura.
No. Don't be upset. I'm doing you a kindness. Victor plans on killing you slowly, painfully, whereas I'll make it very quick. And you smell so mouth-watering.
His eyes dart around. Escape is impossible.
Bella, I love you.
Laura is milliseconds from biting. Then abruptly, her expression changes.
I don't believe it.
She steps back. Edward follows her eyes, slowly turning to see an enormous black wolf skulking out from the darkness of the woods. It stalks towards them, a low, disturbing growl in its throat, sharp teeth gleaming.
Don't move.
4 more wolves soundlessly emerge from the trees. They're the size of small horses, all of different hues, dark silver, chocolate, ash, and russet brown. Their hackles are up, lips curling, bodies crouched, ready to spring. Laura bolts across the meadow. The wolves spring toward Edward and leap right over him in pursuit of Laura. Edward races away into the woods. Interior, Edward's house, day. Edward bursts in, out of breath. Charlene and Harriet Clearwater are washing off their fishing gear.
Edward, what's wrong?
They're not giant bears. I saw them up in a meadow.
Damn it, I told you not to go in the woods.
What did you see, Edward?
Wolves. They're wolves, Mom.
Harriet Clearwater sighs ever so slightly.
5 of them. The size of cars. I swear, they went after something. And I ran.
Charlene picks up her phone.
Harriet, can you get some men from the res?
Yeah, sure. I'll just,
Harriet seems more concerned than gung-ho, and she slips out.
Jerry? Yeah, put a hunting party together. Trank guns, large caliber shotguns. There's something dangerous out there.
Something dangerous. Victor.
Charlene hangs up and goes to her gun cabinet.
If she came after me, Charlene would try to protect me. And she'd die.
Okay, I gotta go to the station.
Good. That's good.
Are you okay here? Do you want to come with?
Actually, I need to see a friend.
Exterior, Jackie's house, day. Edward knocks, then knocks again. Finally, Billy answers.
Hi, Billy. I know Jackie's sick, but...
She's out with friends.
Oh.
Let her know you came by.
Wait. She's got mono, right? That's what you told my mom?
You should go home, Edward.
As she closes the door. Interior, Edward's truck, day. Edward climbs in, slams the door, pissed. He sinks down into his seat to wait. Suddenly, there's a knock at the driver's window. She spins to find Jackie standing there, but her face is shockingly different. Her hair is cropped short, no warmth in her eyes, just a hard, brooding resentment. Behind Jackie stand Samueli, Jaden, Paula, and Emily. Edward gets out.
You cut your hair.
Go away.
Jackie turns away. He grabs her arm.
What happened to you?
She stops, turns back.
I can help.
She's not talking.
Sam got to you. What did she do?
Sam's trying to help me. Don't blame her.
Then who?
How about those filthy, reeking bloodsuckers you love? The Cullens.
I don't know what you're...
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
The Cullens are long gone. How are they to blame?
They started all this by existing. Goddamn leeches.
Jackie!
Jackie glances at Sam, who gives her a look.
I can't be friends with you anymore.
Jackie, I know I hurt you. I should have been more upfront, but I needed you. I still do. I don't know what that means yet, but if you give me time.
Stop. Don't. It's not you.
It's not you, it's me. God.
It's true. I'm not good.
You're wrong.
It doesn't matter. This is over.
I can't take losing my best friend too.
You already have.
Don't say that. You promised.
Go home, Edward. Don't come back.
She jogs away, joining the gang who all disappear inside. Interior, Edward's house, night. Edward enters, dripping wet, too listless to close the door. Charlene's face falls when she sees the pain and lifelessness return to him.
Billy called, said you and Jackie had a fight. Hey, you guys will work it out. I'm sure of it.
I'm going to change.
Something outside paces, watching Charlene slowly close the door. Interior forest, night. Edward tears through the forest again, searching. He turns to find Bella cold, distant, but her face begins to morph and becomes Jackie's. He reaches for her, but she bolts backwards, suddenly many yards away.
Why?
She too disappears until Edward is alone. Interior, Edward's bedroom, night. Edward tosses himself awake, slowly realizing it was just a dream. but he hears fingernails on his window.
Edward! Ouch! Damn it! Open the window!
Jackie, shirtless, clings to the top of a tree which bends with her weight. Edward opens the window, whisper yelling.
What the hell are you doing?
Get out of the way!
She begins to swing her legs, increasing the momentum. She launches herself through the window with great agility. Jackie lands on the balls of her feet. Edward is stunned. She freezes, listening for Charlene. Nothing.
I pictured your room more cluttered.
Why are you here?
I had to talk to you alone.
To kick me in the gut again? It was bad before, but you made it so much worse.
I know, and I want to explain, but I can't.
Then leave.
She stays put. He tries to push her, but she's immovable.
You're done with me, remember? Get out.
Edward, I literally can't explain. I broke my promise not to hurt you. I know, but I am trying to keep it now. I need you to understand that even if you don't want to see me, when you find out,
Find out what? What's wrong?
I can't do it.
Yes, you can. I'll help you. We can leave. Leave home. Leave Sam.
It's not something I can run away from. I would run with you, though, if I could. Wait, wait. I told you. You know this. You can guess.
Don't want to play games with you.
You have to. I can't tell you. But if you remember, it was that day I ran into you at the beach. I told you a story. Come on. I told you a story about...
About the cold ones? You said that was a stupid tribal myth.
Was it? Are the cold ones a myth?
He doesn't answer.
What else did I say?
That the tribe made a treaty with them. They can't come onto your land, and I don't know. I don't remember.
Try, Edward.
You have to give me more. Tell me where to look. Is there something I should see?
No, it's too dangerous.
I'll take the risk. Jackie, show me.
Where was the last place you saw me? The way I used to be.
The motorcycles. That clearing in the woods.
She nods slowly, then turns to go. He stops her.
Don't go. There are more dangerous things out there, more than you know.
She looks at him with a wry smile, then pulls him into a hug. Then she soundlessly heads out the door. Interior, Edward's truck, night. Edward drives through the darkness.
If I was going to lose someone else, I needed to know why.
He pulls off the road and drives into the forest. Exterior, La Push, the clearing in the forest, night. Edward parks, climbs out of his truck. He sees Jackie emerge from the trees. Then Samuel, Paula, Emily, and Jaden step into the clearing. As well, half-clothed Paula spins on Jackie.
What the hell have you done?
I didn't tell him. You'd know if I did.
Well, he's here, isn't he?
Edward, there's nothing to see here. You should go home.
Not until I know what you did to Jackie.
What we did?
Both of you calm down.
He knows things about the bloodsuckers. He's been on the inside. He can help.
Like a leech lover's gonna help us.
Watch what you call him.
Get a grip, guys.
All right, Jackie, I'll go.
All you care about is him.
Paula, back.
And he doesn't give a crap about you.
Jackie flashes anger, pushes Paula hard. Paula flies backwards.
Jackie.
Paula rises, outraged, throws her head back in a growl, vibrating violently.
Too late.
Edward, get back.
Paula explodes in silver gray fur, becoming a massive wolf, crouched and ready to spring. Edward grabs Jackie's arm, pulling her.
Run, Jackie!
But she yanks away from him, runs directly at the Paula wolf.
Jackie, no! Stop!
Shreds of cloth blast into the air. Fur bursts from Jackie's skin. She lands on the ground, a gigantic russet brown wolf, charging the Paula wolf. Edward stumbles backward as the fight carries on, the two wolves beyond the clearing and into the woods.
Take Edward to Ernie's place.
Sam disappears after them.
Guess the wolf's out of the bag.
Exterior, La Push, Ernie's house, night. Edward's truck, driven by Emily, pulls up to a tiny weathered house. Jaden and Emily hop out and head toward the house.
Pay up. He did not puke.
Jaden, annoyed, hands Emily $5.
Told you he was tough. He does run with bloodsuckers.
Wait, we should go back. Make sure Jackie's okay.
I hope Paula gets some teeth in her. Serves her right.
No way. Jackie's a natural. You see her phase on the fly? I got a 5 says Paula doesn't touch her.
Easy money. Paula's been at it longer.
Edward looks at them, appalled. They realize he's not following them.
Come on in. We won't bite.
Speak for yourself.
Edward warily climbs out of the car.
Oh, hey, about Ernie, Sam's fiance. Just try not to stare. It bugs Sam.
Why would I stare?
Interior, Ernie's house, continuous night. Edward hesitantly enters behind Jaden and Emily. He sees Ernie, 20, at a counter, popping fresh muffins out of a tin.
You guys hungry? Like I have to ask.
Ernie looks toward them, now revealing the other side of his face. A scar runs from hairline to chin, 3 red lines that pull down his eyes and twist at his mouth.
Who's this?
Edward Swan. Who else?
So you're the vampire guy.
And you're all
Werewolves? I'm just engaged to one. But these animals, save some for your brothers. Sisters, too.
Edward cautiously approaches the counter.
Leave it to Jackie to get around Sam's gag order.
She didn't say anything, or couldn't.
That's a wolf thing. Alpha's orders get obeyed whether we want to or not.
How about you shut up now, Emily?
You know Jackie's gonna fill him in.
Yeah, I know every stupid thought she has. Want to know what she thinks of you?
Like you need special powers to know that.
It's another wolf thing. We hear each other's thoughts. Good for hunting, embarrassing for everything else.
Freaking out yet?
You're not the first mind reader I've met.
Jake's right. You are good with the weird.
But I don't get how. Why?
Because things are bad things here. Because there are bad things here. And they're getting worse.
Sam moves past him to Ernie, and the sight of her instantly warms his face.
Hey, Ern.
She kisses Ernie's scarred face adoringly. Edward's distracted by Jackie and Paula's arrival. They laugh and jab at one another. Jaden and Emily crowd them, finding a scar on Paula's arm.
Ha! Pay up.
As Jaden reluctantly hands Emily $5, Jackie's eyes find Edward's. She nods solemnly to the door. We should talk. Exterior, La Push Cliffs, dawn.
Just have to stop.
It's not a lifestyle choice. It's in my DNA.
Killing is in your DNA.
Man, I thought maybe you wouldn't be such a hypocrite. What? I'm not the right kind of monster for you? Can't measure up to your blood-sucking friends?
Hey, they managed to survive without hurting innocent people.
Wait, innocent? So, you don't care that I morph into a giant dog? Just that I kill people?
Just? Those hikers' lives mean that little to you?
She bursts out laughing.
Oh my God.
Edward, wait. We're not killing hikers. We're trying to protect them.
From what?
The only thing we do kill. Vampires.
Vampires. Jackie, no.
Don't worry. We can't touch your precious Cullens unless they bite someone and violate the treaty.
That's not what You can't fight vampires. They're too dangerous.
Please. We took out that leech with the dreads easy enough.
You killed Laura?
She didn't seem like a friend.
No. Oh, God, no. But how?
It's what we do, why we exist. A few lucky gals in the tribe have the gene. If a bloodsucker moves to town, our DNA kicks in. We reach the right age, and then the fever hits.
Mono.
I wish. Next thing I know, they're telling me This is your life now. What, that future you saw for yourself? Gone.
It's bad, huh?
I just hate feeling out of control. Like, maybe Sam is right. You shouldn't be around me.
Like you could get rid of me.
You've seen Ernie.
He nods.
Sam lost it for a split second. Ernie was standing too close. She's still messed up about it. I don't want to be that kind of nightmare.
You're not like that. You save people, right? You saved me from Laura.
Yeah, didn't mind taking her out. Her redheaded boyfriend will be fun too.
Victor, he's here.
We chased him all the way to the border the other night, but he won't stay gone. He just keeps coming back. If we knew what he was after. What?
I know what he wants. Me.
Exterior Forest Highway day. A Maserati with a Canadian plate blasts down the highway at a blinding speed. Victor easily controls the steering wheel with 2 fingers.
Jane hated cars. She liked being close to the ground, but I'd steal one occasionally, throw her off the scent. See, we play hide and seek sometimes. No one could hide like me. But no one could seek like Jane.
Her barely conscious passenger, Daniel, a bleach blonde with expensive jewelry, is coming too. What? What are you?
Some games lasted months, but we always got hungry for each other. So I'd let her find me.
Daniel sees in the back seat his wife, Melanie's body, sitting upright, her head tilted forward. Melanie? Oh my God.
We never could get enough of each other. You would have forever to try.
Melanie? Melanie's head rolls to the side, revealing her gouged, blood-soaked neck and her vacant, dead eyes. Daniel starts screaming. Victor grins.
Jane always loved a screamer.
He yanks Daniel over, exposing his neck. Exterior, Ernie's backyard day.
Excellent. If the redhead's after Edward, we've got bait. He is not bait.
I should leave town.
Victor will follow you and make it harder for us to catch him.
No one can catch him. He can escape anything.
Ooh, he has special powers.
Some of them do.
Like what? Edward? The mind reader you said you knew? He was a suckhead. Can they all do that?
That would blow.
No, I shouldn't have. No.
He's still protecting them.
I don't know why. It's not like they stuck around to protect you. Guys, back off.
Exterior, Edward's house night. Jackie walks him to the door.
Don't worry. We've got this place covered. He won't get near you or Charlene.
Edward nods.
Hey, we should do something fun, like cliff diving, right?
I could use the rush.
Soon, after we catch him.
She offers a reassuring look before jogging into the woods. Exterior, Cullen House night. Edward tentatively approaches the large modern glass home. He climbs the porch steps, approaches the door. Interior, Cullen House living room, continuous night. Edward enters to find it perfectly intact, lived in, warm candles glowing, and the Cullen family enjoying the evening.
You're here.
But they ignore him. He starts toward them, but suddenly Bella appears and yanks Edward away, pulling him to the door and pushing him out, slamming it on him. Interior, Edward's room, morning. Edward awakens, tears on his face, gets the hell out of bed, anxious to leave the dream behind. Exterior, Ernie's house, day. Edward knocks on the door, rain falling around him. Ernie opens the door.
Edward, are you okay?
Yeah, is Jackie here? She wasn't at home.
Sam appears behind Ernie.
He's with Jaden and Emily. Keeping an eye on things. I'm heading out soon. Shall I tell her something?
You want to come in?
But Edward's already hurrying back to his truck, determination on his face. Exterior woods, day. Charlene carries a rifle, checks it, then notes the position of the 6 women in her hunting party, all wearing rain gear.
You got something, Harriet?
Harriet looks down at large wolf paw print.
Oh, nothing.
The hunting party moves forward. Harriet stomps out the paw print. High above, crouching on a limb, it's Victor. He watches Charlene with vengeful glare. He He noiselessly swings down to a lower branch. Harriet catches her movement, but before Harriet can raise her shotgun, Victor's standing next to her, whipping the gun out of her hands with superhuman speed. Suddenly, the russet-brown Jackie Wolf smashes into him. Victor takes off. Harriet still can't catch her breath. She clasps her left arm. Lightning-fast cuts of the chase. The wolves are right on Victor's tail. Charlene runs to Harriet's side. Victor bursts out of the trees to exterior, the ocean continuous, same. Victor dives in. When he reappears, he's hundreds of yards offshore. The wolves prowl the beach in frustration. Harriet falls to her knees just as Charlene reaches her. Exterior, La Push Cliffs, day. Edward's truck comes to a stop. Ignoring the wind and the rain, he strides to the cliff's edge and looks down.
Step back.
Edward smiles, tears of relief springing to his eyes. Bella's apparition is at his side. He starts pulling off his shoes and coat, adrenaline pumping.
Stop this now, Edward.
You won't stay with me any other way.
He takes his last look at her, then with a running leap, flings himself over the edge. Exterior, on the water's surface, continuous day. No sign of Edward, a beat. Suddenly, he pops back up, inhales deeply, and laughs.
Yes!
But his smile falters when he realizes how strong the current is. A wave hits him, starts to pull him under. He pops up, looking around in panic, sees something orangish bobbing in the surface of the water. Edward struggles to stay afloat, but the current smashes him into a rock. He sinks. The orangish thing is Victor. He dips below the surface. Edward struggles. Bella appears in front of him. He reaches to her, she to him, hands almost touching. Suddenly, a hand grabs his arm. Exterior, beach day.
Breathe, Edward, come on.
He spits up water, coming to.
Edward, can you hear me?
Jackie?
He sees Jackie hovering over him, relieved. Behind her stands Sam.
We'll be all right.
Sam looks out at the water, sensing something.
What the hell were you thinking?
I needed to see something.
What, the pearly gates? If we hadn't heard you scream...
Get him home. I'm heading to the hospital. I'll meet you there.
Why would you jump? Didn't you notice it's like a hurricane out there?
I know, it was stupid. Sam said hospital. Someone's hurt?
Harriet Clearwater had a heart attack.
Oh my God. Does my mom know?
She and my mom are both over there.
Will Harriet be okay?
I don't know. Come on. I'll find you something dry and drive you home.
In the water, Victor bobs, watching. Then he disappears below the surface. Interior, Edward's truck, night. Jackie drives. Edward shivers, pulls him close. She pulls him close, wrapping an arm around him.
108 degrees over here.
Must be nice. Never getting cold.
It's a wolf thing.
It's a Jackie thing. You're just warm.
Like the sun,
Like the sun.
which always comes back. You can count on me.
Awkward silence.
There are other cool things about all this, you know, like I heal fast. Want to see me stab my hand?
Yeah, because that would be fun.
The truck pulls up to the curb.
So this wolf thing's not all bad?
It's better. I mean, now that you know, but
But
it's just, it comes so easily to me, more than the other girls.
well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Maybe, or maybe it makes me less human than the others. And sometimes I'm scared I might disappear, you know, like who I really am.
I won't let that happen.
Their faces are close. They could kiss, but Edward blinks himself back and pulls away.
Thanks for driving, for everything.
As he pushes open the door, the wind wafts in. Jackie reacts to the repugnant smell outside.
Holy crap.
She abruptly pulls Edward back into the truck, slams the door shut, and starts the truck.
There's bloodsuckers out there.
How do you know?
I can smell the stink. I'm getting you out of here.
As Jackie whips the truck around, the headlights illuminate a black Mercedes parked in front.
Stop! It's not Victor.
Forget it.
It's Belinda's car. They're here. Go back.
It's a trick.
He jumps out.
Damn it, Edward.
Jackie's suddenly standing in front of him,
Oh,
furious.
Stop. You gotta come with me.
It's okay. They're my friends.
Don't you get it? If a Cullen is back here, this is their territory. The treaty says we can only defend our own lands.
It's not a war.
It is. And you'll only be safe in La Push. I can't protect you here anymore.
I don't need you to.
You're about to cross a line.
Only if you draw one.
I'm not letting you do this.
You don't have a choice. I don't belong to you.
His words are a knife to the heart. She hands him the keys.
Bye, Edward. I hope you don't die.
She disappears into the darkness. He hurries forward and runs directly into Alex. Edward is stunned. So is Alex.
Alex!
You're alive.
Oh my God, Alex, you're here.
I heard voices. I didn't think it was you, but you're alive.
You keep saying that.
I saw you, a vision of you. You jumped off a cliff. I knew I'd be too late, but why the hell would you try to kill yourself?
I didn't. I was cliff diving.
Why?
Fun.
That was fun for you.
Until I hit the water.
I have never met anyone more prone to life-threatening idiocy. And what is that hideous wet dog smell?
Oh, probably Jackie. She's kind of a werewolf.
Interior Edward's house, kitchen, night.
Werewolves are not vicious.
Until they lose their tempers.
They saved me from Laura. They're protecting me from Victor.
Victor? I didn't see him. I didn't see you get pulled from the water either.
It was Jackie who saved me. More than once. I couldn't have made it out without her. You have no idea what it was like.
Yes, I do. I knew leaving wouldn't be good for you. We tried to tell Bella, but she wouldn't listen.
Does she know you're here?
No, she's been away.
Interior tenement apartment, Rio de Janeiro, day. A dump, empty but for a table and chair. On the table lie the photos that once lined Edward's walls. Bella stands in the center of the room. A cell phone on the table rings jarringly. She whips up the receiver to her ear, exasperated.
What?
Wow, Bella finally answered the phone. I feel so honored.
Interior, Tanya's Alaskan home, day. Rogelio on the phone stands at the picture window.
I'm hanging up now.
Wait, you should come home. Eric's a wreck. Belinda never smiles. Even Emma's depressed. You've really done a number on them.
I'm sorry. I am, but they wouldn't be happier with me around, trust me.
I just miss us, the family.
I know. The further away I am, the safer Edward will be. He deserves a shot at a normal life.
But see, you don't have to worry about that. Not anymore.
Why? Did something happen?
Alex
Tell me, Rogelio. Tell me.
had a vision. He saw Edward throw himself off a cliff. He's dead, Bella.
I don't believe it.
Alex is there now. Thought he could help with the funeral or something. Come home, Bella. It's time. Bella?
He's been disconnected. Exterior, Edward's house, day. Edward walks Charlene to her cruiser. She wears a dark, ill-fitting funeral suit.
Thanks for understanding, Eddie. They wanted to keep the service small.
Don't worry about me. Are you going to be okay?
Yeah, but Stu and those kids. Leah's only a year older than you, and Seth's what, 14?
He hugs her. Then she climbs into her car.
There'll be a reception after. I might stay late, see if I can help.
Edward nods as she drives away. He turns to find Alex suddenly at his side.
You're not going?
I'm not the most popular person on the werewolf res right now.
Oh, because you're friends with me.
Alex hears something, then looks down the road. Jackie's rabbit appears in the distance.
Did Didn't see them coming. Didn't see her pull you out of the water. Maybe my visions are allergic to dogs.
Alex.
I'll go do some hunting.
Edward approaches the rabbit as Alex jogs off. Quill is in the back. Same short hair and hard look as the others.
Will, you too?
Yeah, me too.
You alone?
Yes. Shouldn't you be at the funeral?
I had to talk to you first. I'll meet you there. Go on.
They're wary, but drive off. Jackie follows Edward into interior Edward's house, living room day.
Look, Jackie, I'm sorry.
This place stinks to hell.
You're welcome to leave. In fact,
How many Collins are here? And how long are they staying?
just Alex. And she'll stay as long as she wants.
Are the rest coming back?
Not that I'm aware of. Anything else?
That's it?
Better go report to Sam.
I've done it again. I keep breaking my promise not to hurt you.
It doesn't have to be this way.
Yeah, it does.
Am I going to lose you this time, Jackie?
She can't answer that, but she presses his hand to her cheek.
It was easier when we were both human, wasn't it?
Slowly, she starts to bend towards his lips. He doesn't pull away. A kiss is a centimeter away. Suddenly, the shrill ring of the phone makes them both jump. Jackie answers.
Swan residence.
She instantly bristles, voice going cold.
He's not here. He's at a funeral.
Interior tenement apartment, Rio de Janeiro, same. Bella stares at her phone, crazed, enraged, grief-stricken. She hurls it against the wall, shattering it. Interior Edward's house, living room, same. Jackie hangs up the phone.
Filthy bloodsucker.
Wait, who was it?
Dr. Belinda Cullen.
You should have let me talk to her.
She didn't ask for you.
Suddenly, Jackie's eyes go wild. Her body stiffens, starts trembling in the way that precedes a wolf morph.
Step away from me, Edward.
Edward turns to see what she's reacting to. Alex. He stands in the doorway.
Alex, what's wrong?
Bella,
What about her? What happened?
I just saw her in a vision. She thinks you're dead.
That was her calling, not Belinda.
Edward, she's going to Italy, to the Volturi.
Interior Edward's room, day. The door slams open as Edward races in, shoving clothes into a bag.
Why do you have to go?
She won't believe Alex. She has to see that I'm alive.
She left you, Edward. She didn't want you anymore, remember?
But I still love her, and I'm not going to let her kill herself out of guilt.
What about your mom?
I'm 18, legally free to go. I'll leave a note.
Got the airline tickets.
You Collins might hunt animals, but those monsters in Italy don't.
I'm well aware what the Volturi are.
Then why are you taking Edward to them like a bottle of wine to a party?
Right. He's better off here with Victor stalking him, the one you dogs can't seem to catch.
Jackie growls, a shudder ripping through her.
Let's go.
Exterior Edward's house, day. Alex flies to his car, but Jackie catches Edward's arm, not hostile, just pleading.
Please, Edward, stay here. For Charlene. For me.
Edward sees the love in her eyes. He hugs her, then pulls away.
Bye, Jackie.
She watches, agonized, as he races to the car, climbs in.
Maybe Jackie's right. You need to realize the Volturi could easily see me as Bella's accomplice. And you're a human who knows too much and tastes too good. They could kill us all.
Edward's response is to yank his seatbelt into its clip. Alex shifts into gear and peels out. Edward looks out the window and toward the woods. Shredded clothing flies in the air as we see the hind legs of a wolf disappear into the forest. Interior Volturi headquarters, night. Bella walks down a seemingly endless corridor. Finally, she reaches a set of intricately carved double doors. Interior, circular white marble hall, continuous, night. Bella enters, facing 3 wooden thrones. on which sit the ancient Volturi, Aro, Meredith, and Gaia. Aro wears an expensive contemporary black Italian suit, long black hair, and a loose ponytail to her waist. Meredith and Gaia issue modern clothing for rich silk robes, their long hair loose around them. All three have translucent onion-like white skin.
Have you decided?
It was an interesting debate. We don't get many suicidal vampires.
Pathetic.
I'm afraid your gifts are too valuable to destroy, but if you're unhappy with your lot, join us. We'd be delighted to utilize your skills.
So you won't end this? Not without cause.
Bella registers this. Clearly, she's going to give them cause. She strides out.
Such a waste.
Exterior, Florence Airport, Italy, morning. Edward waits impatiently at the curb as a yellow hardtop Porsche with darkly tinted windows screeches to a halt in front of her. Alex is behind the wheel.
Where'd you get the car?
Hope you're not opposed to Grand Theft Auto.
Not today.
Alex floors it and the Porsche peels out. Interior, Porsche, day. Edward grips the dashboard as Alex narrowly misses a car.
How much time do we have?
She's waiting till noon when the sun's at its highest. She's going to make the Volturi change their minds.
Interior, Porsche, same.
It's almost noon now.
There's Volterra.
Alex punches it as Edward sees a medieval fortified village atop a distant hill, Volterra. The narrow, centuries-old streets are crowded with festival revelers who all wear red. They gaily head toward the town square carrying red pendants, balloons, and scarves, intercut inside the Porsche.
Why are they all wearing red?
San Marcos Day Festival, the perfect setting, large crowds. The Volturi won't let her get far enough to reveal herself. She's counting on that.
We only have 5 minutes.
Alex screeches to a halt at the roadblock. Italian police wave him back. Edward jumps out.
Where's the square?
Follow that lane.
Edward's already running.
She'll be under the clock tower.
Alex watches him go, then senses something, looks up. On the rooftops, a figure in a black hooded overcoat leaps from building to building, tracking Edward. Exterior, Volterra alleys, series of fast cuts day. Edward races down the cobblestoned alleys, stumbling on the uneven stones. Finally, he emerges into exterior, Palazzo dei Priori, continuous day. A sea of scarlet flags, dresses, and jackets. On the other side of the crowded square, the clock tower. It reads 1 minute before noon. Edward battles his way through the square to find himself blocked by a fountain. Suddenly, gong! The clock tower bells chime. It's noon. Edward jumps into the fountain, wades through the shallow water to the other side. He jumps out and barrels through the crowd. Finally, he sees Bella in the shadow, just inches from the sunlight.
Ah!
Gong! Edward's cry is drowned out by the booming chime. She unbuttons her shirt, exposes her bare chest. She closes her eyes, welcoming death. Bella takes a step into the sunlight, but before sun touches her skin, Edward slams into her. It's like running into a brick wall.
No, Bella, don't!
Bella opens her eyes and looks to see Edward, and the clock booms its final chime.
Linda was right. Heaven,
No, I'm here. I'm alive.
you're not real.
Look at me. Alex was wrong.
She begins to realize.
Edward?
Please step back. I'm alive.
She suddenly kisses him, stepping back into the shade.
You're here.
I'm here.
She's about to kiss him again when suddenly she stiffens, taking a protective stance in front of him. Out of the alley's shadow emerges two figures in hooded overcoats, both stunningly beautiful, females in their 20s. Felicity, huge, strong, and Demeter, slender and elegant. Both have unsettling burgundy red eyes.
I won't be needing your services after all, ladies.
Aro wants to speak with you again.
No rules were broken. We should take this conversation to a more appropriate venue. Fine. Edward, why don't you stay and enjoy the festival?
The boy comes with us.
That's not going to happen.
Alex suddenly appears, lightly tripping through the alley door toward them.
Come on, guys. It's a festival.
He reaches Bella and Edward, positioning himself in a protective stance as well.
We wouldn't want to make a scene.
There won't be any scene, and we'll still win.
But not easily.
Enough!
A very tiny young man appears. John, Felicity, and Demeter back off immediately. Bella and Alex step back as well, afraid of this small boy.
John.
Who is he?
Just do as he says.
John tosses Bella an overcoat. She dons it.
Follow me.
John simply turns and heads up the alley. Bella takes Edward's hand. Exterior Volterra Street's day. Their path dead ends at the wall of brick. John just strides forward and without breaking pace, drops down into an open hole in the street. Alex follows John. Edward looks down, sees nothing but blackness.
It's all right. Alex will catch you.
Interior sewers, continuous day. Edward drops through the darkness, caught by Alex. Bella lands beside them, then Felicity and Demeter. They follow John through the sewer to folding iron elevator door. They all enter. Interior Volterra headquarters, lobby, continuous day. They're greeted politely by Giancarlo, an attractive human receptionist.
Buon pomeriggio.
They head through the lobby to the long corridor that Bella traversed earlier. Interior circular white marble hallway, continuous day. Edward, Bella, and Alex enter to face the three ancients, Aro, Meredith, Gaia. 8 Volturi guards, including John, Felicity, Demeter, line the walls in variety of modern dark overcoats. There's a depression in the center of the floor that leads to a drain. Edward shivers.
What a surprise! Edward is alive after all. Isn't that wonderful?
Aro grasps Bella's hand.
His blood appeals to you so much it makes me thirsty. How can you stand to be so close to him?
Not without effort.
I can see that.
One touch and Aro can see every thought I've ever had in my life.
You're quite the telepath yourself, Bella, though. You can't read Edward's thoughts. Fascinating.
She turns to Edward.
I would love to see if you are an exception to my gifts as well.
She takes Edward's hand. Confusion sweeps over her.
Interesting.
She releases him, moves back to her chair, deep in thought.
I wonder if
No.
Let's see if she's immune to all our powers, shall we, John?
John turns towards Edward, but Bella springs in front of her. John focuses her gaze on Bella, which flings her across the room.
Stop!
Edward and Alex rush to her side.
John, dear. The boy?
John's gaze now turns toward Edward, who cringes, but nothing happens. John's grin is replaced by anger. Aro laughs like a child with a new toy.
Remarkable! He confounds us all, so what do we do with you now?
You already know what you'll do, Aro.
He knows too much. He's a liability.
Oh, that's true, unless Bella intends to give him immortality. But that's not your intention, is it? Shame.
Felicity, who moves toward Edward, but Bella tackles her.
But Bella, don't!
Felicity grabs Bella, throws her into the ceiling, smashing against the marble. She drops like a stone.
Stop this, please!
Edward runs toward Aro and kneels in front of her.
Do it! Kill me! Just leave them alone!
He yanks his collar back, exposing his neck to her.
Enough!
Felicity immediately releases Bella, who sees Edward kneeling in front of Aro.
Get away from her!
Bella moves toward Aro, but is quickly and immediately pinned by John's invisible powers.
Bella, stop. I've already seen it.
Alex, stay out of it.
I know what to do.
Aro, intrigued, gestures for John to stop. Bella goes limp.
Ah, yes, the clairvoyant. I saw your gift in Bella's thoughts. What is it that you've seen?
Don't.
I'm the one who will change Edward.
Edward is taken aback by this. Aro is surprised as well.
Please, be my guest.
Not here. His mother is in law enforcement. If he goes missing, there will be questions.
She is easily dealt with.
It will happen, Arrow. See for yourself.
He thrusts out his hand and Arrow takes it. She closes her eyes. Exterior, Forest's Day, Alex's vision. Bella hunts a deer. Matching her pace is another vampire, Edward. He's pale and beautiful. He and Bella smile at each other as they take the last grand leap for the kill. Interior, circular white marble hall, Day. Arrow is utterly delighted.
Mesmerizing! Oh, to see the things you've seen that haven't happened yet!
Alex moves to Bella's side.
I'm so sorry.
Your gifts will make for an intriguing immortal. Go make your preparations.
Edward hurries to Bella's side, too.
You're letting them leave?
Dear Gaia, the boy's disappearance will be conspicuous at best. And surely you do see his potential.
Let us be done with this. Henry will arrive any moment.
Arrow gestures. Demeter throws open the carved double doors.
We will make sure he follows through. I would not delay. We do not offer second chances.
Interior, Volturi headquarters. Long corridor, continuous day. Demeter leads Edward, Bella, and Alex out of the hall. They see a group of 24 tourists led by an attractive vampire, Henry. As Henry passes Demeter, he gives her a flirtatious smile.
Nice fishing, Henry. Save some for me.
These away, please. Stay together.
A husband and wife, 60s, camera around their necks, pass Edward.
Unusual tour, isn't it?
Bill, get a picture of that bust over there.
The group is moved toward the carved double doors, which swing open for them. Bella pulls Edward forward, but he cranes his neck back as the large doors close, and we hear screaming. Bella and Alex rush Edward out. The screaming gets louder. Interior, Edward's room, night. Edward sits bolt upright.
Stop!
He catches his breath, confused. Then he turns to find Bella lying beside him.
It wasn't a dream.
Go back to sleep. You've been through a lot.
No, you might.
I'll be here when you wake up.
Why? Out of guilt?
You think I asked the Volturi to kill me because I felt guilty?
Didn't you?
I went to them because I thought I'd lost you.
You didn't even want me.
Edward, the only reason I left was to protect you. I wanted you to live, to have a chance at a normal, happy life.
It was so easy for you to leave.
I had to be convincing, but easy? In my 100 years, I've never had a harder time than what I just went through.
I kept seeing you. Visions of you, always protecting me. I thought I was going crazy.
Your own instincts were speaking to you. I wish it had been me. But you're the heroic one. You saved me.
Suddenly, his door swings open, and Charlene enters. Bella is gone.
You all right? Another nightmare?
I'm okay. You don't have to worry.
Yeah, last time you said that, you disappeared. You want to talk nightmares?
I'm really sorry, Mom.
Just don't ever do that to me again, okay? And you are grounded for the rest of your life.
I know.
Get some rest so I can keep lecturing you in the morning.
She kisses his forehead, exits. Edward turns to find Bella sitting on the bed again.
You won't forgive me easily.
Nope.
Will you? I don't deserve it, but I hope you will. Because I honestly have no idea how to live without you.
He kisses her.
You won't be able to get rid of me once Alex changes me.
She won't have to. There are ways to keep the Volturi in the dark.
They'll come after your whole family. You'd risk that just to keep me human?
Just. You really don't understand what you'd be giving up.
I really do.
They look at each other, an impasse. He decides something, grabs his jeans, pulls them on.
You're not the only one with a say in it.
Interior Coleman house, living room, dawn. The entire Coleman family surrounds Edward. The house has been restored to its original warmth and beauty.
You all know what Bella wants. And you know what I want. But I won't force myself on you.
Bella sits off to the side as Edward addresses them.
I think the only fair way to handle this is by vote.
You can't be serious.
This is my meeting, Bella.
Bella, frustrated, sits back.
You've always been involved, honey. We're not going to stop. No, please, I want you to seriously think about this. If I join you, you'll be stuck with me for a long time, forever. It's a huge decision, and I need your honesty here.
They nod or otherwise communicate agreement.
Then let's take a vote. Alex?
Like you're not already my sister. Of course, yes.
Edward smiles.
I vote yes. It'll be a relief not to want to kill you.
Thanks. Okay. Rousseu?
Bella, I'm sorry for what I did. I really am. And I know you're not ready to forgive me. But this isn't the life I'd have chosen for myself. I wish there'd been someone to vote no for me. So, no.
Edward takes it stoically.
I vote hell yeah. We can pick a fight with these Volturi some other way.
I already think of you as part of the family. Yes. Thank you, Eric.
Belinda moves, not to Edward, but to...
Bella.
You can't go along with this, Belinda. You know what it means.
You've chosen not to live without her, which leaves me no choices. I won't lose my son. But Alex has never turned anyone. It'd be safer if I did it, and...
The front door suddenly slams. Bella's gone. Edward turns to the family.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Exterior, Colin's house, same. Afar on a hilltop, Victor watches the house down below. Exterior highway, moments later, a Ferrari has pulled over to the side of the road. Victor peers in the window. The driver, a middle-aged woman, smiles.
Where are you headed?
Seattle.
Sounds perfect.
He climbs in. Interior, Bella's car, morning. Bella drives Edward home.
When?
After graduation.
Just 2 months.
It'll be the best for my mom that way. I could pretend to be at a college somewhere. Belinda suggested it. But I wish you'd be the one to change me.
Would you be willing to trade for that?
Name it.
5 more years as a human.
The Volturi won't last that long.
I'll settle for 3.
I won't risk it. It'll have to be Belinda.
She takes his hand.
Why are you so willing to give up your soul?
Because I don't believe you lost yours. And I don't want to share mine. And I want to share mine with you forever.
Suddenly, Bella slams on the brakes. Jackie stands in the road directly in front of them. She glares, then turns to walk into the woods.
What is she doing?
She wants to talk to me.
Well, she can talk to me first.
He pushes out of the car. Interior woods, morning. Bella and Edward tramp through the woods to Jackie.
You're still alive.
I've been calling you.
Couldn't drop by.
She thinks I'm keeping you away.
Stay the hell out of my head.
Mom grounded me, Jackie. We're trying to get back before she wakes up.
Jackie, I know you have something to say to me, but I'd like to say something first, all right?
Jackie leans back against the tree, arms folded, waiting.
Thank you for keeping Edward alive when I didn't.
No, you didn't. And it wasn't for your benefit. Trust me.
I know. I'm still grateful, but I'm back now, and I'm not leaving Edward's side till she orders me away.
We'll see.
Either way, we'll hinder Victor from here out.
He's been laying low ever since your freaky sister showed up. Guess he can't stand you Collins either.
He'll come back.
He does. He's ours. He killed on our turf.
We'll see.
My turn to talk. I'm here to remind you about a key point in the treaty.
I haven't forgotten.
Good.
What key point?
If any of them bites a human, the truce is over. That's bite, not kill.
But if I choose it, it's none of your business.
If you... What? No! No way! I won't let you.
Edward, step back.
You're not going to be one of them.
That's not your call.
You know what we'll do to you. I won't have a choice.
We're done here.
Bella takes Edward's arm, starts to pull him away. Jackie lunges, trying to extract Edward from her.
You don't speak for her.
Bella pushes Jackie away. She flies back 10 feet in the air, but midair she phases into a wolf. Bella shifts stance, readying for a fight.
Stop!
Bella and Jackie circle one another, seconds from lunging.
Get out of here, now!
But Edward races between them, forceful, insistent.
You do this, you'll be going through me.
A long, tense beat. None of them are backing down.
I swear to God, I'm not moving.
Both rivals see she's dead serious. Bella backs off ever so slightly. The Jackie Wolf does the same.
Give me a second, please.
Bella shakes her head.
Read her thoughts. Is she going to hurt me?
Bella does, and finally reluctantly backs away. Edward carefully approaches the Jackie Wolf, blocking her line of sight.
Jackie, I love you. You're my best friend, but I can't change how I feel. Please don't make me choose. Because it'll be her. It's always been her.
Anguish sweeps through the wolf's fierce face.
But you know how important you are to.
Suddenly, the wolf bolts out of there. Edward stands there silent, voice over time.
There were problems ahead, seemingly insurmountable. If I didn't become a vampire, the Volturi would kill me. If I did, my best friend would do the job himself, or get killed in the attempt.
He turns to face Bella, looking at her loving eyes.
Victor was still on the loose, putting everyone I loved in danger. But I'd already survived the worst, losing Bella, so I knew I could survive anything.
I'm here. Always.
He takes her hand and together they turn, heading out of the woods.
And soon, I'd be like her. We'd face our fate together. Forever.
They're hand in hand, inseparable, as we hear the agonized howl of a wolf in the far distance. The end.
We made it.
Oh, sweet Mormon Jesus
did
is
it.
over.
Only
Wow.
6 minutes over the time.
I'm amazed.
What did
we
I
started-
just
That was
read?
something.